Hey everyone, welcome to the class. Today we will discuss how to install ForgeRock components, um, ForgeRock directory services, ForgeRock AM on in AWS. So first of all, first of all, let's start the class, and you guys need to have a account on AWS. The URL is aws.amazon.com, and also on a ForgeRock. Make sure it is the backstage.forgerock.com, because if you try to forgerock.com, if you try to create an account over there, you're gonna have an issue because they require company emails. So, prerequisites are you need to have both of these accounts. Also, we recommend that you guys have the software that you guys have download before the class is WinSCP and Mobile Extra. I prefer Mobile Extra because it have a lot of flexibility and a lot of option um, for uploading the file. Easily flexible. I really like it. Okay, so let me share with you. This is just a small introduction. So let me share with you another AWS console. Okay, over here I'm trying to log into AWS console. You can even, if you search, it's going to come up with the same thing, AWS console. So the URL I gave it to you, you guys create the account over here. So I already have an account, so I will log back in. And once you log in, you need to go to EC2 instance, because we're gonna create some EC2 instance. Okay, so click on instance, and there's nothing over there. So first of all, we will try to create two EC2 instance, two machines. One is going to be a Windows, other one is going to be a Linux machine. You can only work with Linux as well. You don't need to have two machines. um, but I prefer to have a Windows machine as well, so nothing is installed or downloaded anything in your local machine. So you have a when you are configuring directory services or access management, you can use Windows machine to access your components like access management, your directory services. So we will go with the very minimum. I will see launch instance. First, what I will do is first I will create a Windows machine. So we have Windows 2019, the first one. I select that one. I will go with the T2 Micro right now. I don't need a lot of space. So I will go next. I can use all of these default value, and I can review and launch on, or I can create our own, because right now we are be doing just like kind of testing. Locally, so I don't have to uh, specify all these values. There is a shared tenancy and dedicated. Just go with the shared one, because you're just doing all this testing, so it's not very important. So next is next storage. Storage is a 30 GB come with that, so you want to change it. In a tag, you can add tag, like when you have to start or stop the server, you can add tags. But right now we're just not doing anything. And security groups. What I will do is I will create Eventus Eventus security group. And over here I will add all those rules. Right now is 100% open. I'm not changing anything. Even over here in all traffic, I will give 00, and since I can also use this one for a for Linux as well. So what I will do is I gonna have a I can customize the IP SSH with SSH. Yeah, so add SSH as well. 0 will should also work. I mean you are allowing all this traffic, so it's open. Now review and launch. Okay, so over here is open to the world. Is giving me this warning. Yes, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna I'm not restricting, but in a real environment, things gonna be different. I have work install all this configuration in a real environment where we have to specify all of the security groups. A lot of restriction we have to specify, but right now just for testing, so I will go with simple launch. Over here, this is very important. I prefer you guys, I mean, because I already have it, that's why it's showing me existing one. Over here, what you guys gonna do is you're gonna create a new key pair. Okay, but what I will do is I already have a Linux, and what I will do is I can use the same one. Okay, but it's very important. If you lose this key pair, then you won't be able to log in. Because this is the Windows, so I will use a Windows this key pair. So a Windows key pair we will be using to decrypt the password, and you don't forget to just launch. I mean, when you if you are creating a new one, it will give you a like suppose this one is will ask you to download, so you can download a new key pair. Okay, so make sure you put in the same place because without that you won't be able to log in. So since I already have it, so I'm gonna use a Windows one and launch instance. It will start. So if I can click on that numbers, it is starting up, initializing. Over here, I can put eventers Windows. Just give a name, and it will take some time to initialize it. Now I'm gonna launch another instance that is going to be for a Windows, Red Hat Windows. I'm gonna use everything the same, default VPC, subnet, all of those things that you guys have. We can just use everything default. Storage is giving you 10, but this required 30 GB. So what I will do is I will go with 50 GB. We can increase it later when we need it. So same as tag temp, we can use it to control is stop and stop, and we can give them some names. Security groups, I will use whatever I have created. Event security groups, just keep the same. Review and launch, or you can just get a new one, doesn't matter, just open it up, make sure you just open it up. Review and launch. Free eligible. Okay, so yeah, synchronization is eligible for the free trial. Maybe it's asking me to edit the space. Let me see if I added the space, then it might ask me. Okay, yeah, so it was 30 GBs give you free. Then if you go more than that, it'll ask you even ask free trial. But you can first you can launch, and then later you can change it whenever you want to install more products on this one. So over here, and then I will launch. Same, if you are the first time doing it, just get a new key pair. Make sure you give a different name so you can distinguish. Over here, I am gonna using the Linux as a Linux instance, and I will do launch instance. Okay, so now I get two instances over here. Okay, so now it is, if you cross on the top, if you search, then it will show you both of you. So my this one is running, the Windows one is running. Now here is the time where now we need to get, I need to get a password in order to log in. So I will select the Windows one and I will click connect. You can just, if you can just click this one, remote download. You can click it will it will start it, or you can, Windows come with default remote desktop, or you can just search remote desktop over here and you will get the remote desktop. You can click the remote desktop connection and you can start that as well. You have to specify the IP. Now here's a password. I need to get a password, and what I will do is I will choose where my file is. um, I will specify where my event is, Windows temp file. Once I specify that file, once I specify the file, then I can decrypt it. So it can give me this password. So if you click in the corner, you will get, you can copy the password. I don't care right now because it's just testing. Everyone can see it is fine. So now click on this one to launch it. Now I need to share. This is a give me 1 minute. Let me just screen share. So I will get this message and I will say connect, asking me the password. I already copy. I will do Control V and here you go. Over here, I don't want to select this one because I have a bad experience. Sometimes when I select this one, ask me connection, my machine was messed up. So I'm not going to do that. So I will just say yes. And here we go. Now it's going to start my machine. So let me pause for a little bit time. Then we'll start once it is ready. Okay. So I get my Windows machine up and running. And now if I go to a browser, and this is very annoying, if I go with Google, you're gonna ask me to all of these security and all of those things. I don't like it because I'm just for testing. What I will do is I will tell you how to get rid of that. So go to start and then click server manager. Um, and from here click the local server, and then there should be a security. So because we just I enhance security for administrator, I will turn it off. So here we go, turn it off. Now I won't get those kind of message because I turn off the security. So if I go to Google or something, I should be able to see. Okay, so now I'm here. So here is one thing. I have installed Forge Access Management Manager like 6.5 version. Somehow there was some issue. My access manager was not showing up. I went through a lot of troubleshooting, and later I find out that somehow Forge Access Management does not kind of have an issue with Internet Explorer. So I will recommend you to download Google Chrome. Google Chrome. This is we're gonna be using it when after we install Access Management suite. At that moment we're gonna be using Chrome to see the interface. So I is getting downloaded. Meanwhile, what I will do is I have a few things to do. I will bring yeah, I need to bring WinSAP, and I also will bring MobileX in order for me to connect to my Linux machine. So while this is installing, so let me resume installation. Here we go. It's got installed. I don't. So what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to bring WinSCP and MobileX. I think so. I don't have over there, so I will download over here. Now I get stuck. Okay, so I will download everything over here. WinSCP download. WinSCP 5.17, whatever is available. I click on that, it's gonna start downloading. And now I will mobile extreme download. So I will get the free one because I'm just doing some testing at home. So it's download. It can ask me installer version portable. If you're working in federal government, they don't allow you to install anything, so you can go with portable. Right now we can go with installer version. Okay, so now I have both of these products ready. So here they are right now. Extract it over here. Oh no, I have to extract over here. This is gonna be an issue. No, since I have to take it outside and let me see. To become okay, so I get this thing done, installed. Beautiful. Why I use WinSCP, I will show you later because it gives me both of these capabilities. MobileX, extract, beautiful, give me extract it over here. Install MobileX. Okay, so now we have everything installed. Let me close everything so we can move forward. Okay, so if I don't have a WinSAP, then I have to manually, I have to download a, because right now I have two files that are in PEM format, but in order for me to connect to my Linux machine, that should be in PPK format. So if I don't have this one, I have to download a partition. It will convert my file from PEM to PPK, and then I have need to run pigeon. So WinSAP have a boss, that's why I like it. So here is the run partition. Before I do that, let me bring my file, my Linux PEM file. Uh, okay, so I bring my Linux PEM file from my local computer over here. As this was same, it is in PEM format. I have to change it to PPK format. So make sure that's why you put separate name. You bring it over here. You go to tools and you to run partition. Once you will at partition, you will gonna load this file. Desktop, come on. And I see this Linux file over here. Specify this one, make sure, that's why I'm putting the separate name, because a lot of students, they mess up the name, they give their own name or something, then they don't know which one is Linux or which one is that. So just make sure, just for easier, like, give them a right name. So successfully imported. To you need to save private key. So over here, so I will use private key. You can put a key passphrase over there, but I'm just doing the testing, so I don't need it. So I will just say yes, and Windows Linux, and I gonna have this one in a PPK format. So I will save it. So this is the first thing I need to do. So now I have a PPK format file. Now what I need to do is, in order for me to connect to Linux machine, I need to have a pigeon running. So I will run pigeon. This is very small. Make sure when you come on the right side, it is over here. Some of them you have to click and it will show up. It will show up that over here. So right click and view keys. So I have to add a keys over here. Add key. And now I will give my PPK format key. Just stop there. This is PPK format, and open and close. So I get both of those things with this WinSAP. I can even start a session from here as well, but I like it Mobax. Or you can use putty, whatever you want to do it. Putty you have to go through different hoops to add the certificate. That I can show later if needed, but it's easier with Mobax. So while it is loading, because I am in this session and it's not gonna allow me to go back to my machine. Otherwise, I could have showed you. Okay, so I am ready for my connecting to my Linux. So I will click on session, SSH. I will go back to my Linux, my AWS console. I will get the IP from there. But over here, you're gonna go to advanced SSH. Click on this one, use private key. Specify your private key. That is a PPK file over here. And now I will go back and take you to my AWS console. Let me stop over here. Okay, now I'm back to my AWS console. What I have a Windows is running. Of course, I'm able to log in. I have a Linux machine is running over here. So I will go over here and I will copy this IP. I will click on this one. It will copy it. Now I'm gonna go back and I will specify my IP over here and then I will click OK. So I will be proper like this one. So default user is EC2 user. So this is a default user and I'm able to log in. So this is successfully created and log in. And from here you can go to as a root, so do su minus, you will be as a root, and from here you can create we will upload later all those directory services and experiment over here. We will create the user who will continue from here. So that's it for today. This was just a quick installation of not installation, kind of configuration of EC2 instance in AWS. That's we're preparing for our for directory server installation. Okay, well, we talk next session.